Hi boys and girls, what have we learned about Pablo Picasso so far? I want you to stop and think about everything you learned about him so far. Alright, so we know that he had a blue period in which there was a time he created artwork that showed sadness. And I love what all of y'all have done so far for our blue period wall. All of this is showing sadness, and it's sticking to those blues and greens and purples. Stop and think about what part of the color wheel and what kind of colors does the blue period artwork portray? Warm colors, cool colors. Which are the cool colors? So if you said cool colors, then you got it correct. During the blue period, the colors that Pablo Picasso used during this time is definitely using the cool colors. Let's take a look at one of Pablo Picasso's paintings from the Rose period. And stop and think about what you notice. What do you notice? What kinds of colors does Pablo Picasso use the most during the Rose period, or most frequently? Warm colors, cool colors. Look at the color wheel and think about what kinds of colors he used during the Rose period. If you said warm colors, then you can kiss yourself on the brain. Good job. He definitely used those reds and yellows and oranges and even pinks to represent happiness
because he was in love.
Oh. Now during Picasso's Cubist period, if you notice, if you take a look at his paintings, what he did is he would look at objects or items, and he would pay attention to the shapes and lines that he saw when he was looking at them, and he would mimic that in his paintings. Okay, so same thing when he created his portraits. He would use shapes and lines in his self-portraits and make them look a little different. So during his Cubist period, he used lines and shapes and angles. So as you can see, here is a guitar, and this is one of Pablo Picasso's famous paintings. As you can see, you can still tell it's a guitar, but it's definitely different. There's a lot of shapes and lines and angles, and the background is pretty cool too. Today, you're going to create your own Pablo Picasso inspired guitar collage piece of art. Here's some inspiration. I always like to show you guys some inspiration. I love this artwork because, again, you're using those shapes and lines and angles in this collage. So the scraps of paper in the background is actually pretty cool because it helps you create that background for your collage. And the guitar has those lines and shapes and angles. So let's stop and think. These Pablo Picasso inspired guitar collages, if we were to hang them up on our wall, would we put it under the blue period, Rose period, or Cubist period? Now turn and look at the person next to you and tell them why. Why did you choose whatever period you said? If you and your partner said Cubist period, then look at your partner and say, you are a good artist. Because these collage type artwork that Pablo Picasso created was in fact during his Cubist period. So boys and girls, today what you are creating would actually go under the Cubist period.